All aboard! Well, hello, good evening and welcome. And today we're going to be restoring this vintage HO scale reefer, and we're going to be weathering it also. It's originally from a vintage train set for the Hostess brand. Products like Wonder Bread and Twinkies etc. This was a Wonder Bread reefer, and I'm doing the build as the Wibbly Wobbly challenge, and it's sponsored by Shedmouth Junction. If you go there and give his channel a look. Anyway, off we go. It was originally in thick black gloss paint, so I stripped that off in methylated spirits, and it revealed the branding underneath. And what I'm doing here, I'm putting it into white auto primer, and here I'm using a Revel Aqua colour. It's fiery red, and that's a Revel Aqua plate paint, and it's getting the first basic colour on it, and bringing it up rather nice. And also this one, it had one of its, the Americans call them trucks, we call them bogies. It had one of the bogies missing, so you'll see later on about a set of KD bogies for it, or KD trucks as the Americans say, and I'll go over them after. Needless to say, I'll give a different recommendation to what I picked. The ones I've picked are fantastic, now they're on, but for easier working with I'll pick another set. And here I'm still spraying on the colour, but what I'm doing, I mixed it in with the Leo colour, I think it was. It's a light sand colour. No, we're still putting the red on yet, because later on, here we go, I've mixed in some Vallejo sand colour into the red to give a faded effect, sprayed on with the airbrush. I sprayed on in the middle of the panels so it looks like they've faded. And I overdid it in places, so what I did, I mixed back to the red colour and did the actual panel edges. As you can see here, I've overdone it a bit, so I think now I'm going along the edges to take off to make it more divided. You'll see it doesn't look that great as I'm filming it here, but it does look better once you see it in the flesh, so to speak, photographed better and videoed better. Oh, that's the thing, it's going. And what I've done there, it's annoying, it keeps falling back. I've got black tack underneath, and here what I'm doing, I've masked up and I'm spraying the roof silver. It wasn't a fantastic colour of the silver I used, but yeah, it did a job. Yeah, did the job, and it weren't too bad. But as you can see, it's a very Silver's an odd colour, some go on very weakly, and some are really good coverers. And this one was not great colour. I think it'd be better brush painted, this one. Because it is one of the... I bought it in a set for figure painting, so it's probably better with brush. But it still did the job. Mixed it down with water. It's a Vallejo colour. It's a new series called Vallejo Whiskets. And each pack of colours is tailored towards certain figures. But if you look through the different packs, you'll find a pack that'll suit you. I could have actually used the red out of it, because it was a pack of reds. But they'll be used on a later product, later build, I think. I think I'll use them on a European build. But there we are now, it's unmasked. I'm ready for the next stage, which I'm decaling, and I'm using the microscale, microsol and microset. You use the blue one first, the microset, you spread it on the area you're putting the decal onto, and then move it about. And once you get it to where it's going, you tap it down with a bit of tissue, get all the air from behind it, or as much as you can. Like I had to move it around again and tap it down. I've started pressing down there. I've actually put these on a satin finish where it would have been better. You're always really better decaling onto a gloss surface. But here it went onto satin. And I'm using Frisco decals, because I looked up what actually happened. I bought a fairly big lot of decals, and they were microscale decals. So I have a few different sorts for locos, box cars, and it was just dictated what I built by what decals I had, and these were the ones suited for what I was doing. I could have also done a bauxite coloured one instead of the red, but I weren't really bothered. And here I'm giving the roof a black wash to bring out the details on it. I'm overdoing it a bit, but don't worry too much about that, because I do it in a 3 process really sometimes when I'm doing it, because what you're aiming for is contrast between the darks and the lights. So what I do, I paint it the colour I want it, then I'll give it a wash to get into all the corners and everything. As it went, I give it a bit of a wipe down, and then you'll see the finish off after. Here I'm opening the boxer trucks, and they're a beautiful truck. What they call Bettendorf trucks, if anyone's after a set of trucks to do a reefer. And you can get a few different types from KD. These ones are the ones that have real springs, and it springs all the axle, but they have their own separate problems when you use it. Especially if you like me, you've got the shakes. And what I'm doing here, I'm spraying it with I think they were Mac Varnish. Mac Varnish, possibly satin. I think I might have done satin. But anyway, it's a varnish, you know where I'm coming from? And there you can see the fading effects on the panels better there, and where we've got to so far. It gives a nice faded effect on the panels. And here I'm sewing off the bottom part of the... I sawed it off to replace it. I needn't have done it as it was. I could have left that on, but I went a different way. A lot more robust way, really. As if that wouldn't be robust enough. I'm giving it a sand. I'm sanding it on the bottom, because there's nothing like getting sanded on the bottom. Oh, stop it. Here I'm drilling a hole through, and I'm tapping it to M2 size to take an M2 screw. And then after I'd done it, I discovered all the screws I had were too short, so I had to send away for some new screws. I can't wait another minute. Oh, sorry, that's new shoes, not new screws. And there we are. I've super glued some washers to bring the height back up. I actually needed 3 to get it to the height I wanted it, to clear the couplings. And now what I'm doing, I'm dry brushing the silver onto the roof. And here I'm mixing. It's Games Workshop's Agrax Earth Shade, and I mixed it 3 parts to about 5 parts water. So it's good as it is, just using it as it is, but it just makes it that little bit weaker, and it flows down the side of the van. As you can see there, it flows down like water would. And it does it a bit better, and it's not as harsh as if you put it on neat. And once it dries, it's even more subtle. There we go, as it's dried. What I'm doing now, I'm brushing some Vallejo track primer on the bottom edge, just around the bottom edge, to look like track dirt that's come up. And there we go. As you can see now, the actual Agrax Earth shade has died back a bit. And here we go. I've toned the actual tone down on it so you can see better. And there's our finished item. Another one for the Wibbly Wobbly Wagon Challenge. Except this time I've got a full restoration rather than a humorous build. And here we come, it's in what is it they call, oh, that's it, what Americans call a consist. And it's in the middle of a consist there. And the KDs have beautiful close-up coupling. That's one thing they are good at, close couplings. And here we are, we're coming round again. And there you go. Shipping on the Frisco. And it's hauled by me Conrail train. That was another eBay bargain, I think I give 15 quid for that. I think I was the only bidder. It weren't a lot, I don't generally pay more than 30. I'm sure it was 15, that one. And here we go, catching it from the back end. Oh, matron. Steady on. Ding dong. And here we go, off we go. There we are in the consist. It'll look nice that when the rest of them have some subtle weathering. Especially the Union Pacific gird caboose. Anyway, tatsy pie everybody. Tatsy pie.